Good morning, class. Okay, good morning. Let me introduce myself. I am Ralph Zoran Caracas, your differential statistics instructor in this semester. And welcome to your first day of being a second year college. So you only have 2 years left, no? So congrats in advance. So thank you for still choosing to be here in CCSA. So today, we will be having an activity where you will be sharing your knowledge and learnings about mathematics and statistics, since I believe that you are already knowledgeable enough with this topic because you were handled and taught by Ma'am Lagrada during your first year, right? And this was also taught in high school. Just so you know that this activity will serve as your attendance and this is a graded activity. So who wants to start?
Sir,
Yes, Miss Kagas?
as far as I know, gathering and organizing of data includes types of data, variables, and presentations. Data are the quantities or qualities collected. There are two categories of data. First is the categorical data that can be nominal or ordinal. Nominal is the finite set of possible values, while ordinal is the set of possible values having specific order. Second category is the continuous scale that has interval and ratio scales. Interval scales measures the difference between any two numbers in the scales. Gathering data also includes variable. Variable is a property that cannot be predicted with certainty. There are three types of variables. First is the independent variable, or x, which are also called explanatory variables. Second is the dependent variable, or y, which are also called response variables. And the third is control variables, or the z variables. Data may be presented in textual, tabular, or graphical. Textual presentation uses statements in order to describe the data. Tabular presentation uses statistical table to display the quantities collected as data. And graphical presentations illustrates data in a form of graphs. That's all I know, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Sir, may I?
Yes, Miss Kabasag?
As I could remember when I was in first year when my teacher was Doc Lagrada, I have remembered when she stated that measures of central tendency provide information about typical or average values of a data set. It is a single value that attempts to describe a set of data by identifying the central position within that set of data and sometimes called the measures of central location. And the mean, median, and mode are the most commonly used measures of central tendency. A mean is the simple mathematical average of a set of two or more numbers. In finding the mean using this example, which is part of the ungrouped data, you have to add up all the data values to get the sum first, then count the number of values in your data set, and divide the sum by the count to find the mean. In the weighted mean, this is the formula and the example, in which we only multiply the values in x and f to find fx. Then, add all the values of x as well as in fx. Then, use the formula in order to find the answers by the use of substitution. Next is the group data. In order to find the mean of the given group data frequency distribution, we have to use this way or this formula. And here's an example of it. In the third column, you only have to find each of the middle of the given number in the first column. Then, for the fourth column, you only have to multiply the second column to the frequency or f. Next, add all the numbers in the last column and use the formula to find the mean using substitution. That's all po, sir.
May I, sir?
Yes, Miss Bentad?
Median is the middlemost data in terms of relative position. So when we say median, we are actually positioning the data and we are selecting the middlemost data based on that position. While finding the median of the ungrouped data, first arrange the given data in ascending order and then find the median value. For example, 6, 4, 7, 3, and 2 is the given data set. To find the median of the given data set, arrange it in ascending order. Therefore, the data set is 2, 3, 4, 4, 6, and 7. In this case, the number of the observation is odd. In other words, n is equal to 5. Hence, median is equal to n plus 1 over 2 th observation. So, median is equal to 5 plus 1 over 2 is equal to 6 over 2 is equal to third observation. Therefore, the median of the given data set is 4. In the group data, it is not possible to find the median for the given observations by looking of the cumulative frequencies. The middle value of the given data will be in the sum class interval. So we can use this formula as you can see in the screen. And that is the meaning of the formula itself. So we have here an example. The following data represent the survey regarding the heights in centimeter of 51 girls of class X. Find the median height. So let's try to solve this one by using this formula. I don't have to further discuss the whole solution because it is very long to discuss. But you can see it in the screen and here it is. We get median is equal to 145 plus 72.5 over 18. So median is equal to 145 plus 4.03. So median is equal to 149.03. Therefore, the median height of for the given data is 149.03 centimeter.
Sir?
Yes, Miss Camarillo?
So my ideas about percentiles are the score points that divide a distribution into 100 equal parts. It is a value on a scale of 100 that indicates the percent of the distribution that is equal to or below it a score in the 95th percentile. So there are steps of percentile formula, sir. First is to arrange the data set in ascending order, count the number of values in the data set and represent it as R, calculate the value of Q divided by 100, multiply Q percent by R. If the answer is not a whole number, then rounding the number is required. Ungroup data. The data which are obtained from direct observation is called ungroup data. The marks of 10 students in a monthly test are an example of raw data. Consider the marks obtained by 10 students in a mathematics test as given below: 55, 36, 95, 73, 60, 42, 25, 78, and 75. So let us arrange the marks in ascending order as 25, 36, 42, 55, 60, 62, 73, 75, 78, and 95. Now we can see that the lowest mark is 25 and the highest mark is 95. The difference between the highest value and the lowest value is known as the class range, and each numerical figure of data is known as observation, and the number of times a particular observation occurs is called its frequency. Group data are data formed by aggregating individual observations of a variable into groups so that a frequency distribution of these groups serves as a convenient means of summarizing or analyzing the data. So how to construct group data? First is to find the highest score and the lowest score, and step 2, to find the range, subtract the highest and the lowest score. So when we talk about range, it is the difference between high score and lowest score. Step 3, if we intend to set the number of class intervals to 4, then compute for the class size using the formula R divided by 4. And the last step is from the table, complete the list of the class intervals.
All of you have already answered, but since we are already talking about percentiles, can someone define and give examples about quartiles and deciles? Okay, so none? Okay, quartiles divides data into quarters or 4 parts. So for example, numbers 24, 25, 26, 27, 32, 40, 44, 50, 52, 55, and 57. We will be counting how many datas we have and divide it into 4. So we have 12 datas. So 12 divided by 4 is equal to 3. So we will group the numbers into 3. So the quarters and quartiles is like this. But how are we going to find quartiles? So for example, find quartile 1 in the following datas. So first we will arrange the datas from least to greatest. So the formula and solution is like this. Okay, so now let's talk about deciles. Deciles divides data into 10. So the deciles is like this. Let us have an example. Find the 5th deciles on the following datas. So same in quartiles, we will arrange the numbers or the datas from least to greatest. The formula and solution is like this. Okay, thank you everyone for your participation. That's all for today. Goodbye and God bless you all.